Hi, Shawn and Chuck. It's Bart, Certainty Home Loans, and I have a solution here that I think might be attractive to you guys. I thought of you immediately when I saw it. Something that the market used to have in prevalence, but hasn't been around for quite a while, is a temporary buy down. And I don't know if Chuck or Shawn, if you've heard of this before, but it is something that allows the seller to buy down an interest rate for a buyer, or I mean the buyer could do it too, I guess, but it allows the buyer to purchase, to prepay their interest so that their interest rate is actually lower temporarily at the inception of the loan. So I think it might be real attractive to you guys because I know that you never ever want to reduce a price on a house. But so somebody might come in and, they want to offer $222 on a $225,000 house, and maybe you'd take the deal, except that that appraisal then is going to affect the next house that you sell just like this. So I think this temporary buy down solution might be just the ticket to help stir sales, to help make a deal come together that looks like it's just a little bit off, where the parties aren't quite agreeing, what have you. So I'm going to show you here on my screen what it looks like. I'll shrink myself here and show you. This is the buy down calculator. This can be used for conventional or VA financing. I don't know if we have it for FHA. I'll check, but I hardly do any FHA, so I don't know how often you face those in your neighborhoods anyway. But let me show you what we got here. Let's assume that somebody's buying in Heather's Place for $225. And let's say that today's VA interest rate is 4.625. That's kind of the prevailing rate, it might be a little lower, a little higher, depending on their credit. You know how it goes. But of course, it's a 30-year loan. Their principal and interest $1,156. Now let's go over here and let's just assume for a second that we do a 1-0 buy down. What happens then is that for the first 12 months, the buyer's interest rate is not 4.625, but it's actually 3.625. It's 1% lower. And then that's where that 1 comes from. And then there's a 0 buy down for the remainder of the loan. So the first 12 months, interest rate 3.625. Months 13 through the end of the term of 30 years would be this rate, 4.625. Their principal and interest payment would be $1,026 in this scenario versus $1,156. That payment difference is $130 per month for the first 12 months. That subsidy, that amount times 12 is $1,568. That has to be paid at closing, but you as the seller can pay that. And so it costs you $1,568 at closing, and the buyer gets an interest rate of 3.625 for the first 12 months. That might be really attractive for them. There's another alternative here that you can do, which is the 2-1. And that means their interest rate for the first 12 months is 2.625. The month 13 through month 24, it's 3.625. And then month 25 and thereafter, it goes up to the actual note rate of 4.625. That total cost for you as a builder would only be $4,600. So this particular scenario, if your list price is $225 and that buyer wants to offer $220, and you'd take the deal, except you're not gonna. Because of the appraisal ramifications down the road, you may instead offer this with us, this temporary buy down. Say, hey, we'll take $225, which is our asking price, but as a concession, we'll reduce your interest rate to 2.625 for the first year, 3.625 for the second year, and then it can go to 4.625 after that. I think that every buyer comes in thinking they want to pay as little as possible for the house. But this is the same, they're doing it the same way. They're paying, the $4,600 less overall to purchase this house. It makes a lot of sense, I think, and it keeps your appraisals intact for the future. So, Shawn, I'm sure you can figure out some way to market this because obviously a 2.625 interest rate for the first 12 months sounds really sexy. 3.625 if you decide just to do the 1-0 buy down. So this would be similar in a conventional loan. The conventional rates are a little bit higher, so you might have a 5% initial note rate within a 4% first 12 months if you do the 1-0, or if you do the 2-1 buy down, you'd be at 3% for the first year, 4% for second year, and 5% thereafter. So that's a pretty neat solution there. I don't know how many lenders actually have this product. It's something that I just realized we have, but I have not heard it advertised in the marketplace at all, except for one guy I know that's in the Dallas market. So I'm not really affecting you here. And actually, when I was looking this all up, and I saw one other thing that I think would be neat for you guys, did you know that as a seller, at least on VA financing, you can prepay the buyer's HOA dues for up to 12 months? So, in some of your areas, I don't know how much those HOA dues are. Maybe they're $25 or something. And it's January, so if they close in February, their first payment is due in April, and they get the benefit from April through the end of the year of unimproved taxes. We talked to somebody looking to buy in the Woodlands. I just talked to them last night. They're looking at 170 to 190, referred over by Chrissy Perry. And they, the unimproved taxes on the 170 are like $120 less per month. So they're getting $120 less per month for the remainder of this year. Plus, that's if they buy that house, which we're hoping that they will. Plus, they're going to get, if they want to do this temp buy down, I haven't presented it to them, so they're probably not going to ask for it, but maybe it'll come up. Maybe it might be a counter from you guys, etc. They could have maybe a 2.625 interest rate, and save $253 there. So that's $120 for unimproved taxes they're saving for the first year. $250 they're saving from the subsidized interest rate. That's $370. Plus, if you prepay their HOA, that's another $25 a month. So that's another $250, whatever, for the year. I don't know what that works out to be, but you can see that we're talking about like $300 less per month that they're going to have for that first year. Really, really powerful stuff. So let me know if this is something you think would be helpful for you guys. I don't know if we have any marketing flyers for this, but I'll look into it and see. But certainly I can prepare these types of things and explain it over video, just like I'm doing for you, I can do for the buyers. I find that that's very, very helpful for people when they're looking to buy. So I hope I can help you guys. 850-678-4663 is my cell phone number, 850-678-4663. Shawn, I hope to get out to see, well, both of you guys, Chuck and Shawn, I hope to get to see you fairly soon in the next few weeks if I can get over there. Just kind of sitting here cranking out loans here in my office. But I'd sure love to see both of you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.